Let us now start the study of the Yajurveda with a discussion on Anuvaka 1. Before we go into the details, we seek the blessings of Lord Ganapati for removal of all obstacles.
Tadiya Samhitantargata Krishna Yajurveda Samhita Prathamakanda Prarambhaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Gananam Tva Ganapatinam Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadaana Shruṇvannotibhishirasadanam Om Mahaganapataye Namaha Ishetvorjetva Bhajavastho Vassavita Prarpayatu Shreshtatamaya Karmana Apyajadvamagniya Deva Bhagamurjaspati Payasvati Prajapatiranamiva Ayakshmamavastena Nishatamagashagumto Rudrasya Hete Parivavrunaktudhruva Asmin Gopatau Syadava
We have just heard the first Anuvaka, the beginning. It starts with a prayer to Lord Ganapati for completing it without any obstacles. And what is Ganapati? It is not just the elephant-headed god as referred to by people who have not gone into the details. Gana means species, and Gananam Pati is the Lord of all species. Of course, we all know by the sheer size of the mammal, the elephant can be considered as the Lord of the species. That is just symbolic, which means in Hinduism or in Sanatana Dharma, all living beings are considered as the avatar of Vishnu or energy. And by Ishetva Urjetva, the Veda as such begins. And it means we are the energy. We are consisting of energy and energy alone. So the Veda exhorts us to be energetic always. And then it also prays, O Lord, draw us nearer to you. And what is Lord? We will understand it is positiveness. We are praying in the beginning itself that we should not go away from the Lord. Many other religions in their prayers have taken a cue from these prayers, which is positiveness and draw me nearer you. Is that not what we want? Of course, this prayer also prays for good children. We all like to have good progeny, sons and daughters who are righteous and in the Indian way, dharmic in all their actions. And of course, towards the end, the verse says, we should be Rudra. Rudra is strength. As Swami Vivekananda said, we should be very strong. Each person has to be very strong. In a powerful body rests a powerful mind, which is also dealt with in detail in the coming verses. And the prayer also tells us the knowledge is within us and the Lord Vishnu is also within us. In the next episode, we invoke the mantras. In this verse, or Anuvaka as we call it, we learn that mantra is like yajna, which means we have to take the study of the mantras very, very seriously.
यज्ञस्य घोषदसि प्रत्युष्टकम् रक्ष प्रत्युष्टाराधयः प्रेयमगाधिषणा बर्हिरच्छ मनुना कृता स्वधया विदष्टातावहन्ति कवयः पुरस्ताद्देवेभ्यो जुष्टमिह बर्हिरासदे देवानाम् परिश्रुतमसि वर्षवर्धमसि देव बर्हिर्मात्वान्वङ्मातिर्यक् पर्वतेनाध्यासमा क्षेत्रादेमारिषम् देवबलिः शतबलिशम् विरोह सहस्रबलिशाभिवयगम् मृगेम पृथिव्याः संवृजः पादिषु सम्भृता त्वा शम्भराम् यदित्यैरास्नाधीन्द्राण्ये सन्नहनम् पूषा ते ग्रन्थिम् रत्नावसदेमास्थादिन्द्रस्य त्वा बाहुभ्यामुद्यक्षे बृहस्पतेर्मूर्ध्नाः
Learning mantras is a yajna, that is a serious study. As mentioned earlier, we have to take every step in the study of the Vedas very, very seriously. And the Rishi tells us mantras are the seat of God. And we should not meddle with the mantras unnecessarily, which means we should not split it, misinterpret it. These are all that has been happening by other scholars. Our Vedas have been misinterpreted and misrepresented. Mantras are the seat of God, and by studying the mantras, we get dikshana, that is the power of understanding, which is very much needed in this universe, especially for peace and prosperity. And by learning mantras, all the negativity goes. To start with, from yourself, and then from the immediate environment. And the mantras grow within us. That's what the Rishi tells us. And when we study the mantras and we recite them, we get good health to propagate the mantras. And mantras are infinity because they are in so many of the verses or the Anuvakas in the Vedas and Upanishads. And mantras give this power of samyamana, that is self-control, which is lacking nowadays. So when we learn mantras and we recite them, we get samyamana. And the Rishi tells us through this verse, the Indra and the Brihaspati help propagate the mantras. What is Indra? Indra is our mind and senses. And Brihaspati, that is, Briha is universe. Brihaspati, the master of the universe. So, our own senses and our mind, with the blessings of the Lord, help us propagate the mantras throughout this world. And it concludes that we may be able to control our senses, because the mind and the senses decide our actions. In the next episode, we shall discuss what is yajna, and we will pray for the proper conduct of the life yajna.